on the rise, spitting with a pitch that's kinda high, like I'm on helium. A nigga disobediently teaching obedience, cause y'all hypocrites can get your ass whipped. Time is just the best ingredient. A nigga, I'm in ninja that attacks when it's convenient. My higher self to you might look like an alien. Mr. Gambino, maybe to a fiendish observational comedian. Pay attention for generation to generation. Been giving away our souls as donations. Guys, copy of the flows, post instead of bring them to life for recognition. Ladies do murder, she wrote with no citations.
Let the atmosphere speak, y'all.
What it just brings. If we the same, how we gonna make a difference? Still don't just get it though. We're the yin and yang pieces in the yin and yang puzzles. I'm trying your soul, trying to fit it where it just won't. What you fit in will be your flow. Looking within, you will know where to go. They ask who is trying to tell me so. I am that I am. Don't mind me where the name. Still won't explain just who I am. I am that I am. Don't mind me, fam. Know yourself well. As well as I am. I am that I am. Don't mind me where the name. Still won't explain just who I am. I am that I am. Don't mind me, fam. Know yourself well. It's the real exam. See, the name be rated Z. Ain't really a name. This means my actions speak for me. Got a greatest scheme for reality. And you know the highest grade letter probably. Yes,
My life is graded Z. In a sentence that just means zipping, zapping through my zippy zones. You can copy, but my thoughts can't be cloned. You go out there, but my own ways will be shown. With the soul, stop fucking in for the ego. Make the middle ways for happy days. Preaching peace, but you ain't trying to graduate. Wondering why lies come in my life. Well, the inner addict just cut yourself short just to teach.
Just catch the floor of life while you think you got a heartbeat. Find the rhythm while you in sync with the drive that gives you the inside of everything. Not just a tunnel vision to your dreams. You gotta believe outside that
I am that I am. Don't mind me with that name. Still won't explain just who I am. I am that I am. Don't mind me, fam. Knowing yourself is the real exam. I am that I am. Don't mark me with that name. Won't explain just who I am. I am that I am. Don't mind me, fam. Knowing yourself is the real exam.
what appears will disappear. How that sound? Sound out what goes
Who am I
around,
looking
comes
at?
around. It's weird cause it reappears. It's clear in life, nothing new. It's a real piece of style like a loop. Don't need to have to tell me that I'm hot. No, I'm not saying I'm too pop. It's just next dude to do what I do and I flop. That's why I try on the clock to get mine and live my line. Thank you just for asking. Smoking and bragging, see don't recline. That's like it, this is my free time. Chillin' brother, I'm vibing, trying to get my own shine. We can always shine a light. Light is light, ain't no difference. Why you tryna act like ain't nothing different? I am that I am, don't mind me with that name. Won't explain just who I am. I am that I am, don't mind me, fam. Knowing yourself is the real exam. I am that I am, don't mind me with that name. Won't explain just who I am. I am that I am, don't mind me, fam. Knowing yourself is the real exam. Baby, learn with me. We can learn and love for infinity. Baby, show me you know you're more than a queen and brat. We can be more than kings.
Okay, here's another TheFollowingizRatedZ. I just in my other vlogs, the views don't matter because we spiritually here. You feel me? I talked about some things, you feel me? Pauses for whoever's trying to hold me back for speaking. What I learned is people don't give a fuck about Mother Nature, you feel me? There's people that are close to Mother Nature, and there's people that know they have to respect Mother Nature. So, excuse me. As a Zenfanair, since I'ma just wear my ego as clothes. Fuck that shit. That's what I really noticed. We're still in the jungle, and like I said, I just got, summarize things. The Bible is an explanation on the jungle's spiritual intelligence. And obviously, certain beings can't reach the highers without their higher selves. So, I just, I had to put two and two together real quick because I got memories of being who they might not say that I just be. You feel me? So, I had just pondered on how roads was made in a way that doesn't cause erosion, because these roads should be fixed up every month or so, but they're so durable. For some reason, someone put them together in a way that uh, they come together stronger or stabilized, for lack of better words. Whoever that is, if the shoe fits, you feel me. But this is where the theft comes in, because taxes is for companies. So let's get this all situated and shit. Taxes for companies. When they tell you to pay taxes, you should be asking them, what company do you think I'm with? You know, I might pay taxes just to get it out my ear, you feel me, of the BS. Because, people see how aggressive you can be. Like I said, like, a lion doesn't hunt, it protects, you feel me? Wolves don't hunt, they protect. Actually, everything that y'all think hunt really protects. Owls don't hunt, they protect. Spiders don't hunt, they protect. They make webs, a microcosm of the galaxy. So it's just like, if people could get a lion by itself, they're going to rape it. And if they feel like the lion is trapped and cannot get out of the circumstance, they're gonna make an ultimatum. Just like what I was talking about, like with Matrix, the movie. You see, if people wasn't speedsters, the Matrix would have been, the machinery would have been a game over thing. So it really shows that it really shows like life would have been like a game. You feel me? That people treat it like, because microism of a game is war. Macroism of a game is war. Microism of war is a game. So that's why people shouldn't play games with people. Like, and they make stuff get taken out of context so people can't enjoy acting out justice. You feel me? Who doesn't like to act out justice and know they're gonna come out on top? So they would have got it. Just, you see the what's his name? I can't remember, the bald head guy. He knew Neo was the one, because Neo had a pure soul. So the whole thing about it is, he knew Neo would have been the one taken advantage of. So, you feel me? And so they would have went in the Matrix as a game over to learn about themselves. Slick, how Naruto and Sasuke, he did the most powerful Chidori, a black Chidori, and Naruto made a Rasengan of all the webs and edges of his family that were Renaissance with him, from telling them, like, you have someone following you that's taking care of you. And they went inside of a womb of knowing what real brethrenship is, if not love. And that's what that movie Matrix is gonna be showing. Like I said in one of my things, they would have asked if the body was vibrating to a certain spirit, it would have pushed their spirit out to save their body, and their body wouldn't have died and just stayed alive by the machine. So everybody has that attribute, because that could have happened. And if the shoe fits, because something said in the atmosphere real quick. Then people would have came out of the Matrix learning they could do miraculous things. That's what the second Matrix was about. people not getting caught up in the matrix and making their own wills. So just to throw that out there. And so now, I just want to call out people living the game, and it's these corporations, because Donald Trump. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, Zaphael. I know you as Zaphael. Zemaine. Wasn't that the mission you was on for the presidents, to be safe? Yeah, didn't you get that? Didn't you web pull that certificate? So you're telling me they got artificial stuff? This is why when I come here, I feel safe. But I feel it's just like a bunch of childish kids that think they can find some way for God to get mad at me. It's funny, right? If the shoe fits. I know, that's crazy. So, yeah, go ahead, because, you know, I say things need to be common law. That's all I talk about is common law. They talking about they need to see this. You feel me? They've been really asking to me to play along with their game, and they're mad that I'm a creditor of myself. You know, I own my body, and creditor is the modern way to say to a passive creditor is a slave owner. You feel me? So they think it's funny to ask for credit. Ask for death income. Because that's what taxes, ain't it? So I tell them I paid my company tax, you feel me? Which, what is that again? Oh, I can tell you, Zaphael. It deals with people, businesses, excuse me, but people in the businesses being the batteries for the business, because, you know, the name is a will, and you put the power to the name. If the ancestors if you don't have an ancestor that already did it, they overprice their food, so they have to give it back to pay for their environment. Individuals aren't supposed to do that. So when they're telling me about taxes and stuff like that, I don't see how they worried about my personal life, and I'm working. You feel me? They ask about my personal life, and I tell them that's none of their business. And then I ask them to talk about what they want me to do as in a republic, and I explain to them what the republic is. We the people own the power, and I tell them as I'm working, you can tell me what to do. Just don't get disrespectful. It's not my fault when people start to rail up because you're having a threat, and you're not the person that can threaten me. You feel me? If the shoe fits. So, you know, I just love saying that. That's just, you know, I'm in there right now, just, yeah, you feel me, man? Because we all kids. So they think people forget that, because how can you be anything but your core? You feel me? And I'm going to make you get back to talking about the mission you was on and how you completed it, and Tom Brady is balling right now, and you about to watch the Buccaneers, and they're gonna be still saying they bringing you in. You feel me, man? So that shit funny. It's just crazy, man. You know, Barack Obama was a good friend of mine. He chose to be a Democratic on purpose. You feel me? Because the whole thing is he's a native. You feel me? And I'm a native, or I wouldn't be able to be a president. But, you know, we all come from different domiciles. And coming from different domiciles, we have to respect the realm of the domicile we are at right now, because that could either be our ancestor that wants us to learn how to be a mother to them, or that could be our child that we put there, if the shoe fits, that we should never stop being the mother in general. So it's just crazy, man. They say white people, and that just means enlightened. And you know, I love that you say our skin is gold, man. That's just real. Like, white is a shade. I swear I got freckles You know, and my hair is gray. I got some red in my hair. That's some melanin. And you know, isn't white really green? Or you know, but you know, I pay attention to you, Zaphael. It's funny what they can't say today, man. It's crazy. And you know, you can hear in people's cadence who is really speaking, because you know, I have you on a cell phone. You know, if you go watch me live, they gonna see you and me be like, hold on, let me talk for you. You feel me? It's crazy, man. But okay. Yeah. Hey, I can't wait for you to be on the football team. Go Falcons. Appreciate it. You know I love you, Donnie. Have a good one. You know, I had to just show how organic cell phones work real quick. Okay, so now let's talk about false imprisonment, kidnapping, trespassing, terrorism, fraud, bankruptcy of the fraud, counterfeiting, pirating, and etc. Now, just because you don't feel safe does not mean you can terrorize another person. You're not the president, and the president knows, just like Naruto, there a cell phone for the higher, stronger beings in the world. So Barack Obama was being a Democratic to tell y'all you only get one. And you guys took it out of context, not knowing Barack Obama not being the president no more. And it always being a republic, so him just being a Democratic means he was here for the corporate people that still didn't respect him because how he was politicked. First of all, he wouldn't make no shit called Obamacare, and it ain't free. You see it in his face. I love the way Obama talks. I love the way Donald Trump. I love all the presidents talk. George Washington was the first one that made them make this guild of talking. Why? Because John Hanson was over George Washington. Now, Abraham Lincoln. Ooh, Abraham Lincoln got my heart so willing. Abraham Lincoln's the land bias story. It's on the top of my head, but I can't think of it. One of them is the prohibition of marijuana. So that means he was saying it's lawful already, but so corporations can. And he just did he just went through the Abraham assassination. You feel me? As a Halloween skit. As a, because people turn Halloween into an illusion of life, of divine completeness, which is not funny. So, it's funny when y'all say this is a main war, y'all get frightened. I swear I hear y'all say what you want to call me, and then a whole bunch of heartbeats jump on me, and I'm like, and then my legs start, and I'm like, left leg? And the other leg is like, I'm like, left leg? And I'm trying to figure out why this leg is, and I'm telling them I'm not in no aggressive manner. But no one expects to run into a higher being. They expect them to flee out of fear of hurting somebody. So, I called Supreme Courts up, which spiritually I put Horace Ward on top of all the Supreme Courts. I put Brandon, my child Brandon, and he became golfing the spirituality to the ancestor of Horace Ward. And I got upheld in Atlanta because I'm web pool, you feel me? Web pool do stuff a certain way. And Horace Ward ascended. Hopefully he's resting in peace where he's at. Irony. And then I got upheld again, but it said a fucking carjacking. It said a carjacking, you feel me? It's just I had to touch the blue flame real quick. I don't know. It's just, oh, everybody can do that slick. You're right. Everybody can put their hair on fire and just leave it there. And you see my nails sizzling. This shit burnt. And they touched my car. And it was cold. Then they pulled out some guns. They put a green gun on me too. I was like, whoa, a little millimeter, you feel me? Talking about get out the car, yelling, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car. Like, you feel me? I don't know why. Because I'm a regular human being and I know nothing's following me. If I guess y'all looking at y'all self. Because, you know, you can call me Envy. That's a nickname of mine. So I look like a mirror when whoever I run into. And y'all thought it was someone trying to possess my body or something. I don't know. Y'all telling me to get out of the car. I said, put the guns up. I'm not about to get out the car and y'all got guns on me. And y'all like, get out the car. I'm like, fuck no. Like, what the fuck do I look like? They said, I said, the car is cold. So then they put the guns up and I said, thank you. So what's the problem? I can give you my ID. Gave them my ID, Zaphael, which I own them, I guess, to say. And they never gave me back my ID, so that's bank right there. You feel me? I can get my dogs right now and be like, man, fuck these goddamn, let go, woo woo. Yo, find your best lawyer and tell them to, because when I talk, they don't want to listen. They just want me to destroy. So, you know, I gotta talk to people that ain't fearful or something. I don't know. Because, you know, it's not about scaring somebody. It's about math. So, and I forgot what they upheld me for. They're like, you're not 50. And, you know, they wanted to say I'm not 50. I was trying to tell them you wasn't supposed to have my ID either. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I ain't 23 either. It's crazy because, you know, they wanted to go backwards and they saw this shit upscale. Like, I done sipped on the fountain. They didn't met someone that sipped on the fountain of youth. So, you know, man, Damn, I forgot how I got upheld this time. Something happened. No, that's not what it is. But so then they released me in three hours. I was like, and he was like, "This is how we do it." I was like, "Great, that's perfect, thank you." He was in the wrong, but correcting it is the best solution in life. So, you know, as a public servant, you have to identify, you have to have a delegation of authority, you have to have the injured party, you have to have the picture of the injured party, you got to have a signed paper to the injured party to give you the rights to, um, to serve somebody with the papers. Then you have to get from your chief or your sheriff or whoever's your general, um, uh, the rights, which is none of the above that I said. Then you have to, um, if you be like Pizza Hut, because that means you've been ordered, serve and leave. Or if they want to fight you, you have the right to handcuff them and tell them, "I want to release you." This is what you're supposed to say. "I want to release you, but I feel like you're going to be a hinder to the world. So if you want me to put you in a detention center where you'll get a speedy trial and we'll fix this up, we can. But if you feel like you're going to be alright and not fight me, then I'll take you off the handcuffs. You'll be served, and it's none of my business. Because if you don't come, the injured party wins the lawsuit, which they can ask for what they please." Now, how do people get warrants? They get warrants because I'm above him, guy. Okay. So, let me just see if I got enough time to explain this. Oh, I got a lot of time. So, okay. Get warrants. How do you get warrants? Oh, I know why my head is getting misconstrued. I explained how you get a native to the land. It's not by warrant. What are warrants for? Public servant. Warrants are for public servants. So you still gotta get a delegation of authority. You still gotta get a paper that's saying they prove that they took an oath. You gotta get a paper that they're doing perjury generally. You gotta get a paper that says you're doing your unalienable rights through the Constitution, and you gotta get your chief or your general to sign off on it. And then now you can talk to them and you be like, deputy da da da, sheriff da da da, officer da da da. I'm charging you with this. Only public servants you can do. You can't just say you're charging or I'm taking you under this and you have to go to court. You can't. It doesn't matter what you think. If you're trying to say that United States went bankrupt and ran maritime law, you're admitting that every public servant is a terrorist. Because there's a remedy to make them know that, yeah, you fall under maritime law, but you have to leave individuals alone. So now, you feel me? Because as an investigator, I went through the bullshit. Because they don't know who's at the top for some reason. How you doing? No, it was me. I wish it was someone else. Head ass. So, y'all are in the wrong because your officer of the court, prosecutor. Oh yeah, I remember now. I went to investigative court at Atlanta to see if they would respect me, which they was. The solicitor was respecting me. But you know, bar gangs, the judge got mad because he wanted to, he, whoever it was, because, hey, got mad because I told him, I was like, who's you yelling at? He was telling me you have to be quiet. I said, I don't have to be quiet worth shit. You have to turn your, I said, why do I turn my phone off? Cold. Hold on, you're cold? Your code says I have to turn my phone off? So now I guess you see that I have the owner on the cell phone, and you just couldn't wait to get the owner. So that's what I was an investigator for most of them and all of them. How you doing? And you told the clerk is the administrative account. You told the co-administrative account that he's being mean to me, and she thought she was a mama or some shit over somebody. And the solicitor said we dropping the case. Nothing. And you then said we gonna see if we can move it, I guess, to cover up shit to the people that are listening, and I have them on telepathy, so you didn't just play yourself and try to play me. And you had a general come down and release me. So bar gang, these Masons, I'm still waiting for a Mason to come through and give me a check, because that's what y'all are Masons for. You're not Masons to have a sorority and party every second. You are Masons, just like Crips are community resistance and progress, to catch people that might be crippled in a world that they shouldn't be. And I'm just so high up, I don't need help, right? Okay, I help everybody else, so you should help yourself. You shouldn't be thinking, since you help everybody else, you don't need to see how we would help people. You need to see how we would bark at people if they ain't fucking with us. So we gonna show you, if they ain't one of us, what we would have said to them. Okay. So I called these bar gang attorneys up. Excuse me, they're not esquires. And I tell them we just gotta get the recording papers. I'm just not trying to go in there and they try to tell me you have to say the right code for me to treat you right, when that's your code to treat me right. So you're fired. And I was like, you just get the recording papers, checkmate. That's all I keep saying. You get the recording papers, checkmate. It's a whole bunch of fraud. There's a whole bunch of fraud. No identification, no identifying themselves, and making up a name because they prove that they didn't identify me. And I had the officer of the court say, if you're not this person, then you can't plead anything. First of all, there's not a jury or an injured party. There's nothing to plead because I'm innocent to proven guilty anyway. So once again, terraces, watch your back and let that echo. Watch your back. Okay? And this is just, because someone has to be on top of the mob shit. Everybody just can't be like, mob shit, slap. Mafia shit. Woo, woo, ooh, ooey. Pyro. Everybody can't just be calling that shit out and no one is keeping it in order. So because it's a Boy Scout. Remember that. All this stuff is Boy Scout rankings, Girl Scout rankings to keep people in a gesture of knowing they can protect themselves as warriors, and mama cares for you. So this is another following of Rated Z. I'm just on some other shit. You feel me? Excuse me. And it's crazy because I'm the best person to speak for people, and Jay-Z made everybody famous. The blueprint. You feel me? Go ahead and read that and see if you get famous or something. And 50 Cent know who I am. That's why he's staying flawless, okay? 50 Cent did my bankruptcy remedy. Black Youngster did it. Yo Gotti did it. So, and everybody else actually who's paid through Federal Reserve notes and their money's in another realm, and the symbolism that is Dubai got some type of covenant of the same thing. So y'all have a good one, please and thank you.